Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I call John Hayes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's really unfortunate that after a drubbing in the last election, the last Speaker hasn't worked out that the community doesn't share that member's view that money grows on trees, and that the Labor Party and its members know better than our communities on how to spend their money, how to create jobs, and how to invest in business. And I'd say to the last Speaker that if the business community is talking to the Labor Party, it's probably for the reason of risk mitigation. That there's about 0.1% of an opportunity for the Labor government to take over the Treasury benches in 2 years' time. And most people in New Zealand can see the benefit of the policies being espoused by John Key and Bill English. They can see that the financial crisis has heightened concerns about sovereign debt sustainability, and they can see that that has happened across many advanced economies. It's reinforced, I think, in many people's minds the notion that no asset can be viewed as truly safe. I agree with Mr. Cunliffe that recent downgrades of sovereign debt previously, or sovereigns previously considered to be virtually riskless, have reaffirmed that even highly valued assets are subject to risk. If we look across the horizon, we can see that sovereign spreads have declined. We've seen that bank funding markets have reopened, and we see that also that equity prices have recovered. But pressure on European banks remains, including from sovereign risk, Mr. Speaker. The weak euro area of growth and the need to strengthen capital cushions to regain investor trust is still very important. So I think that some bank deleveraging is still required, but in a way that avoids serious damage to asset prices or credit supply and economic activity. And Mr. Cunliffe's formula will cause negative consequences in each of those three areas. It is very important, Mr. Speaker, that we avoid fresh setbacks, because we have got a very difficult and critical path forward, which is going to be fraught with political and implementation risk. What's going on here, a point that no Speaker has yet made, is that we're adjusting the law in this bill in a way that will help New Zealand contribute to the IMF's efforts to bolster the global firewall against catastrophe. I therefore support this bill because it will promote stability and it'll help move the global economy to a path that inspires confidence, and that's critically important for New Zealand and all New Zealanders. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I understand the next call is a split call. I'll ring the bell with a minute to go. The Honourable Phil Goff.